G'day guys, my name is Jayden, welcome back to my channel. We're at Doha Airport. Today we're going to fly Qatar Airways 777-300ER in economy comfort from here to Hong Kong. We are running a little bit late because our connecting flight from Zurich was late. So now without further ado, let's quickly catch the train to the Orchard area because our flight is departing from there. Hamad International Airport is a 24/7 airport with flights departing and arriving every single hour.
Any baggage left unattended will be removed by security personnel.
To get from where we are to the Orchard area, you could simply walk or take the Sky Train. The train is free of charge and it takes about 2 minutes. If you decide to walk, it's about 10 to 15 minutes. For those who fly often with Qatar Airways, you would know that they have their own rules when it comes to lounge access. Normally with oneworld, which Qatar Airways, Cathay Pacific, Qantas and American are part of, oneworld Sapphire members and business class share the same lounge, and then oneworld Emerald members as well as first class passengers share the same lounge. However, here in Doha Hamad Airport, first class has its own lounge, business has its own lounge, members have its own lounge as well. So this lounge where I'm in, the Platinum and Gold lounge, is purely for those in economy and premium economy, but hold a oneworld Sapphire or Emerald status. If you're with Virgin Australia, you will also use this lounge. So normally with those kind of lounges, they're not as good. I've been to the Silver Lounge in Concourse B, and that one is honestly pathetic for a world-class airport and world-class airline. But the new Qatar Airways Gold and Platinum is much better. The amenities and food and beverages are still miles away for the business class Al Marjan Lounge, but this one is totally acceptable. The buffet isn't very big, nor does it offer a wide selection, but the quality is really good. For example, instead of soda water, they give you San Pellegrino. This is a bit random, but even the plates and bowls like the crockery look really nice. One positive thing is that if you're eating or drinking, they have proper dining tables. You don't have to sit on a sofa and hold your plate or bowls. So for our transit between Zurich and Hong Kong today, we would take a shower in Doha if we had more time. Unfortunately, due to the tight connection here in Doha, caused by a longer flight time from Zurich to Doha, we simply had no time for a shower. But I did check out the toilet. I appreciate how there's no gap between the door and the floor. Sometimes the gaps are too big, it literally violates my privacy and comfort zone. Before long, it's time to walk to our gate for our flight to Hong Kong. It's a short walk from the Gold and Platinum Lounge, and then we took a lift as it's a bus gate. I don't hate bus gates, I like them, I like to see the planes, but I hate it passionately at Hamad Airport. So normally for priority boarding, you do it together, business class and elite members. That's exactly what they're doing right now. And then we're all standing here. They just boarded a bus only for business class. The staff explained there weren't enough seats for the members. So me and my mum, we had to wait for the next bus. By now we've been waiting for 15 minutes. You've got babies on the floor, you've got wheelchair passengers waiting anxiously. It's just a really disorganized chaos. So at the end for elite members, there's actually no point for priority boarding. Finally we're on the bus, and now we're going to realize how big this airport is. From this concourse to our stand for the 777, it's going to take 18 minutes. I don't like to be critical in my videos, it makes me look bad and obnoxious. However, Qatar Airways and Hamad Airport really need to do better. This is not a 5-star experience. And actually for my inbound flight from Zurich, we also got a bus gate and it took us long as well. In fact, we passed by that 777 earlier. So today we wasted 40 minutes just to be on 2 buses. That 40 minutes could have gone to our shower, or anything productive, like exploring the garden at the Orchard area. It's actually beautiful. Now at least this feels like the bus rides were worth it. We got a close view of our 777 and the GE90 engine. Our aircraft today is a 15-year-old Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER Alpha 7 Bravo Oscar Alpha. This business class doesn't look very Qatar Airways, does it? And today we're seated in economy comfort and the seats are green. If you haven't guessed it, this is a former Cathay Pacific Boeing 777. So Qatar have repainted the exterior, but for the interior, it's still Cathay Pacific. It's got Cathay's first class, business class, premium economy, and a green economy seats in a 343 configuration. So Qatar Airways don't do premium economy, they don't sell it. So for this Boeing 777, What they're doing is that they sell it as economy comfort, basically economy class with greater comfort in terms of legroom. So for your in-flight experience, you're going to feel more comfortable, but for the soft products, it's still going to be economy class, like economy pillow, blanket, headphones, and food and drinks. To secure a seat in economy comfort, you simply purchase a normal economy seat, go to manage my booking. When you go select a seat, you'll see that economy comfort is available for purchase. And good news for One World Sapphire and Emerald members, those seats are free of charge. So today, me and my mum didn't pay extra to sit here. Now without further ado, I'll go through the seat features. Coat hook, USB port, a touchscreen TV, storage compartment, seat pocket. Between you and your neighbour, you've got a cocktail table for your welcome drink. That way you don't have to hold it or take out the big tray table. Down here you've got headphone jack and TV remote. I can't seem to take it out though. For the proper tray table, it's located inside the armrest. Simply take it out, you can open it, doubling the size. Every passenger in Qatar Airways 777 Economy Comfort have access to their own power supply. Every seat here has a leg rest, footrest, and you can recline fully even at the back row. Every passenger in economy will receive an amenity kit. So the whole boarding process today took a while because the buses weren't frequent. The last passenger boarded 30 minutes after we boarded. And even on the plane, it wasn't that smooth. Shockingly, a lot of customers from the standard economy cabin kept inviting themselves to economy comfort. The cabin crew have to keep explaining to them how you have to pay to sit here, and the plane is actually still boarding, so there are people gonna be seated here. And those customers, embarrassingly, give off frequent flyers or even airline employees on standby vibe who missed out on their economy comfort seat selection. I'm saying this because many of them were traveling together, like they knew each other, similar age and similar demographic, and they were scattered across the cabin. They seem to know what seats are good and they challenged the cabin crew. So yeah, if those people work for an airline, shame on them. We're now pushing back and they're playing the safety video, but the audio is too quiet, I can't hear anything. I can most definitely hear the engine start up. We're now ready for takeoff, and I have huge respect for our cabin crew today. They have to deal with passengers who try to upgrade themselves. They also tried their best to relocate parents and babies to sit together at the bulkhead. So originally there were 2 empty seats in economy comfort. They were the bulkhead seat, and then passengers in standard economy upgraded themselves to the bulkhead in economy comfort. The crew kicked them away and upgraded the parents and babies to the economy comfort bulkhead. What a perfect resolution. It's now the peak hour for Hamad Airport departures, not so for arrivals. You've got flights to literally anywhere in the world, including Adelaide in Australia, Durban in South Africa, Hong Kong, Singapore, New York JFK, and Washington. We're now airborne and I'll quickly go through the in-flight entertainment. So the TV screen or the monitor is a Cathay legacy, but Qatar Airways has changed or updated the interface, so that way it is consistent within the airline. Compared to the A350, the screen is a lot older and it's not as responsive to your finger, so you might want to use a remote. However, my remote, I can't take it out. Qatar Airways offer a great selection of TV shows and movie selection. On some flights you get free Wi-Fi, but on some flights like this one, you have to pay $10. Our cabin crew are now setting up the bassinet seat for the baby on the bulkhead. On today's flight, they're going to serve us 2 full meals, breakfast and lunch. So this is based on Hong Kong time, no longer Doha time. You can connect to the Wi-Fi and browse the menu free of charge. In addition to breakfast and lunch, snacks are available throughout the flight. You don't have to pay extra for it. Hello, welcome on board this Qatar Airways 777-300 Economy Lavatory. Way at the back of the plane in the back galley. So the one in premium was busy, so I came down here. You got perfume and hand soap. This lavatory is massive. It's a bit narrow, but it's long. Oh, almost forgot. How can I forgot? So when you're flying on a former Cathay 777 with economy comfort, you want to make sure you're seated on the right hand side of the aircraft, because there's only one lavatory in the cabin and it's on the right hand side, so otherwise you have to pop down to economy. The in-flight service just began. Let's go back to my seat, 34K, to get my belly satisfied. So before they really serve us any food, they're running a cocktail service. You can order wine, including sparkling wine. I can see one right there. Water, coffee, tea, a range of spirits including Baileys on ice, gin and tonic. They also offer a range of mocktails like apple sparkle, basically apple juice and sparkling water. So I got the sparkling wine, Mum got Baileys on ice. Shortly, the crew came back to give us breakfast. Today there are 2 options, Japanese or Western. So I went for the Japanese option, which is eel on rice with teriyaki sauce. On the side there was a bread roll, a mango flavoured thingy, can't remember exactly what that was, probably a yogurt, and a fruit bowl. In Qatar Airways economy, they give you metal utensils. To make it a bit fancier, they even give you a paper cloth to place on your lap. So here's the Western option, a frittata with chicken sausage, mushroom, and hash browns. Both meals were delicious and great portion considering the flight time and the current Hong Kong time. And there's never an appropriate time to have sparkling on a flight. Any time is appropriate, especially in economy. So which one do I prefer? I think I prefer the eel rice. It's more special, unique. It's not something you would get even on Japan Airlines or ANA in economy. The frittata was good, but it's a bit, basic. I don't like anything mango related, so putting the lid back on. I'm guessing many passengers are gonna fall victim to jet lag on this flight. So we took off at 2 AM and then we had breakfast at like 4 AM Doha time. And in about 8 hours time in Hong Kong time, we're gonna land in the afternoon. In addition, many of the passengers on this flight came from a connecting flight, so that doesn't help either. If I were to give out a tip on how to deal with jet lag, it's to, deal with it. So simply follow the sun. If it's out, don't sleep. If you need to sleep, just take a nap. Don't sleep for more than 2 hours. On the other hand, if it's dark outside, do the exact opposite, force yourself to sleep. So that way when you land, it's likely going to be sunrise or in the morning. You're going to be well adjusted for the local time. So because I'm a bit tired and it's bright outside, I want to try to stay awake, so I ordered some caffeine. And now I'm going to switch on the reading light and read my book. To my surprise, the second meal was served quite early, considering we still got 3 hours until landing. And I genuinely think this is how Qatar Airways tried to help us to adjusting the Hong Kong time, because now it's 12:30 in Hong Kong, perfect time for lunch. So it is harsh for those still sleeping, but I think it's a good idea. So for lunch, 3 options, a Western style beef, pasta, or green curry chicken. I went for the green curry chicken Thai style. Mum went for the slow cooked mustard beef. On the side we've got blueberry cheesecake and also wood ear and cucumber salad. Another meal that was delicious and great portion. For drinks I just went for a soda water. Most passengers in my cabin are actually awake for this meal service. For a flight that is only 7.5 hours long, 2 full meals is really generous. And most importantly, both meals were delicious. A big well done to Qatar Airways. The crew also just gave us a bottle of water each to consume for the rest of the flight, so that way we can stay hydrated. I swear to God, the person who designed the service flow on this flight is really well travelled. And the crew just came back again to collect the meal trays and offer another round of drinks. I'm in the lavatory again, this time in the comfort cabin, located in front of the bulkhead, row 32, next to row 31 in the middle. I personally wouldn't select row 31 at the front, it's too close to the lavatory.
It's not cloudy, no. It was been raining in the morning, but now it's no clouds around. So it's a very good weather today for those passengers.
So I just went to the back galley to grab some snacks. They're offering popcorn, sea salt or salted caramel, also Kit Kat chocolate and crisps. Unlike their competition Etihad, they don't charge for snacks. You definitely won't go hungry on Qatar Airways medium or long haul flights, that's for sure. We're about to land into Hong Kong, and I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Hamad Airport. The lounge was nice. We went to the Gold and Platinum in the north side of Hamad Airport. It's a good place to recharge your phone, get some food and drinks, and definitely one of the better frequent flyer lounges at Hamad Airport. The boarding process was chaotic and disorganized. It also took so long. I definitely don't blame the ground staff. They looked embarrassed. They were also kind and polite. The cabin crew on our flight were professionals. They dealt with the passengers who upgraded themselves swiftly. The service on board was efficient, and they concluded the meal services quickly and efficiently. The food today was delicious, some of the best meals I've had in economy. As for the seat, definitely a big upgrade from the standard economy. Oneworld Emerald and Sapphire members are really lucky that they don't charge for those. However, for OCD and clean freaks, you might want to avoid them. The padding for the footrest is quite loose. You have wears and tears everywhere. The TV remote, I can't even take it out. Perhaps because this is a Cathay seat, not really a Qatar Airways seat, they can't maintain it as good, or they can only rely on the Cathay team at Hong Kong Airport to fix them. So when people ask why they only fly this to Hong Kong, my answer would be that they need Cathay team to help them with maintaining the seats, because the Cathay engineers are used to seeing those every day. However, I'm not sure, that's just my guess. So overall today, I really enjoyed the flight. Even the timing for the meal services were thought of. Very demure, very mindful. And if you've got oneworld status, definitely consider Qatar Airways as they offer comfort seats free of charge. But of course you want to make sure they offer it on your route. So that's it for the conclusion today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too much complaint. I just want to be honest and transparent. If you can, please leave a like, comment and share. And most importantly, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and click that bell button next to it so when I upload, which I do every week, you don't miss out again. If you really enjoy what I do as a hobby and job, you can consider being my Patreon or PayPal me member. Check out the links in the description for more information. Now please enjoy the approach and landing into beautiful Hong Kong, and I'll see you later after landing and disembarking, as I'll show you a vlog of Hong Kong. In November 2024, I would fly Emirates from Adelaide to Dubai. Be sure to stay tuned, subscribe to my channel for that video. And currently on my channel you can find plenty of Emirates, Hong Kong Airlines and Cathay Pacific videos, from first class to business and economy. We're now passing under the Sky Bridge, which connects the main terminal to the North Satellite Building. You can do plane spotting from the Sky Bridge, it's awesome. For this holiday, I actually flew Qatar Airways from Hong Kong to Doha first in business class. You can go check out that video. Link in the description. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Hong Kong. I just woke up. I've got a big day ahead. It's Wednesday. And I've got a friend staying in a hotel, so I'll be joining him for hotel breakfast. Can't leave him alone for that. I'm staying in a hotel at the moment as well before I get myself an apartment, hopefully soon. So this is Harbour Plaza in North Point.
So just a quick update. At the time of editing this video in November, I've already moved to my new home in Hong Kong. So I'm no longer travelling for weeks away from Hong Kong and staying in hotels. So my friend is staying in Central, so I'll be taking the MTR. You know what this is giving? It's giving hustling and bustling.
The train to Kennedy Town is arriving. Please let passengers exit first.
I can't believe this, but I got the retro train. Those trains are actually really old, but they still look really clean and nice. It'll be sad to see them gone soon. See, so you've got lots of steps here. That's not very demure. So there's actually an elevator or lift that you can catch right there. Good morning.
My travel agent. You look so huge. Unique. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go to some far food. And I always like this. Think that this still come in the morning, but he cannot ride tomorrow. He cannot also ride. You know what I like about this alley? The old and the new. See, the escalator was, I think, when last night. Yeah, I did ask the receptionist this morning. Today is a Wednesday, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Interestingly, they opened the very first outlet in Hong Kong during the time.
Oh.
So I'm taking my friend Raymond to my old neighbourhood, Yuen Long. First we need to cross the harbour on the iconic Star Ferry.
Yes. We were so worried during the COVID.
Right. From Kim Sargent. It's just so unique. And then you imagine the fire. But then again, today if you go up, I don't think it's a very nice view. You know why? The title of the only city built on hills.
Oh.
You see, look at this friend of mine down with Hanoi, but I don't think he's. Like Ray, me and Leon, we were the first to take out our masks. We all hate to wear masks.
And now we're taking the train to my home, which I lived for 10 years.
Hong Kong anyway.
Yeah.
So it's slated open next year, isn't it? Or
There were a few Australians I've brought here who said this looks like the Sydney Airport International Duty-Free Area. I tend to agree.
what's population this town?
0.5 million.
Mummy Tang is going to be our tour guide. She'll bring us to one of her favourite eats.
On social media, you talk about Philippines. When I came here in January, I really admire living this place. It's so much of hatred. You can feel it in the air.
Fish, chicken,
I think I think chicken. No, one thing Savi and Mom, so they know I met. My. Oh, 好中意啊！哦。Oh, why is it one white color, one yellow?
Milk and egg.
with milk. This
Oh.
one, egg.
So that's half the vlog I filmed for that day. For the second half of the day, I'm going to be hanging out with my other friends on Hong Kong Island, and I'll make that vlog available to my members. A big shout out to all my members for your continuous contribution and support to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you all next week in another trip report. Bye now.